What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James and welcome back today to Roblox. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back, welcome back. Today, of course, it is time once again for some brand new Swarm Simulator, and today we are jumping in to essentially fill you guys in as to what is currently happening with Swarm, what can we expect for the second update, when could we expect that, and various other bits and pieces that we're going to take a look at here in today's episode. So let's go and shimmy on over here. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. 3, 2, 1. Playing the hive. How are we all doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing awesome. It is now January the 18th. We are still currently waiting for the second part of the Beesmas winter update. And yeah, there's... I kind of just want this update now. I'm ready. I'm ready. So, yeah, we'll talk about all of that stuff in just a second. But yeah, can we try and keep the Bee Swarm dream alive here? Can we try and get some... some Bee Swarm update waiting hype? And yeah, I don't know, can we try and get 4,000 likes in this one? That would be really, really cool. Thank you once again, as always, for being here, for hanging out, for checking out some more Bee Swarm. Always really cool. But yeah, 4,000 likes would be amazing. Thank you so very much. Right. So as I kind of mentioned, we are all currently still waiting. Now, it is 18th of January right now. So initially, as we talked about over like previous episodes, we were supposed to get this brand new update second part on the 1st of January. Obviously things haven't quite gone to plan, but as we saw in a previous episode of Bee Swarm, I think it was the last one we did go and head over to the test realm and we took a look at the Festive Wreath Beequip, which is an amazing one, and also the Spirit Bear in-game reward for completing the quest, which will be access to a special winter memory match. So in case you missed that episode, we'll go to the test realm again a little bit later in this episode, so we'll go and take another quick look at them. But yeah, essentially, in terms of what I can tell you that's new, the reality is absolutely nothing. So sometimes when Bee Swarm is being developed, no news is sometimes good news, believe it or not. And from the kind of pattern of having new stuff in the test realm to sort of silence for 4 or 5 days, I think I'm going to say it's good news because hopefully, and this is what I think is happening, Onett is working behind the scenes to try and create even more content for that second update. So the test realm kind of works where basically if it's anything that Onett literally wants to test, he will update that into the test realm. But sometimes there are things that he doesn't ever put in the test realm that appear in the updates. So fingers crossed, he's basically working on stuff that he doesn't want us to see yet, but will be in that second part of the update. I hope so. So I suppose this is kind of like what I was thinking was going to happen, and especially like in between updates and stuff. If you're someone like myself who has now finished the quest line, we're kind of in like a little bit of that limbo stage between like having the Christmas content and the Beesmas content, but not really being able to do an awful lot with it. So what I've been doing is I've just been coming in and just, you know, hitting my stuff. So I've been using the stockings, I've been feasting on big old turkey legs, you know, I've kind of just been doing a little bit of that each day. But I haven't really been doing very much grinding and stuff because there's no real quest lines and new things for me to do. One thing that I did want to do actually is I actually wanted to just go and buy the Snow Queen bundle. Now, I've tried to get this from the spider so many times. It's a super rare drop. I haven't got it yet at all. I know you can get it as a snow bear reward for level 20, but if I buy it, I also get 50 glitter, I get a diamond bee jelly for some reason, and I think it will always guarantee that that Snow Queen tiara is 5 stars. So I've got 5,000 snowflakes. Should we just buy it? Should we just buy it? 3, 2, 1. Let's buy it. Boom. There we go. And we've got this. It's only 3 stars? Onett! I've been swindled. I thought these would always be like maximum potential. What? I am outraged. I actually think that the Snow Queen tiara is probably like on paper the best like Beequip that you can get right now because it just has so many beneficial things for blue and white fields. So you do get that hive capacity boost, you get like extra gather. It looks like a cool one. It's at level 12 and I do think that's a really decent Beequip. So I don't know which bee we should put it on. I might just put it on Windy Bee for now because why not? I mean, we can always change it and make it more efficient later on or whatever. Let me make some space. Oh yeah, one thing that I wanted to show you. These are screenshots from a while ago. I meant to share them with you ages ago and I completely forgot. And it's kind of funny because we talked about this in an episode and we talked about the whole timeline of how Bee Swarm is going to be updated. So of course, if we look at it logically, we think to ourselves, right? We had Beesmas, but very late in December, and it was supposed to end on the 14th of February. Now, because the second update has been delayed, Onett is likely going to extend the time of Beesmas to let everybody finish that second lot of content and the very hard quest line. Now, if he's going to be extending it by some time, let's say for argument's sake 2 weeks, that means that Beesmas this year is going to end on March the 1st, which is kind of nuts for a winter event to end like March, but it's good though because people will get extra time. Now the thing is, by the time you get to March, you get to April, and we were wondering if Onett was actually going to be working on the Egg Hunt content and if Bee Swarm is going to be part of Egg Hunt 2021. Well, on New Year's Eve, Onett posted these 2 messages on Discord. He says, well, I don't want to do the egg hunt this year because we already still have the chicks and there's just no more room for Easter. He then goes and says this here, and this is from Swarm Simulator. I couldn't find the message myself. And it says, I don't want to do the Easter stuff this year, not after what Mondo has done. I'd rather work on other updates. So I think, unless Onett changes his mind, and I'm not sure he'll be able to, because you have to tell Roblox very early that you're participating in Egg Hunt, because literally right now, I'd imagine they've started work on the Egg Hunt content. But it does feel like Bee Swarm is not going to be part of Egg Hunt this year for 2021, and it doesn't seem like we're going to get an Egg Hunt themed Easter update. Instead, Onett wants to work on different content. To be honest with you, it's a bit of a shame. Like, I really enjoy the Easter egg hunt content, and, you know, you do tend to get players that just come into Bee Swarm, get the egg, and then leave, but there's always really good content in there for the egg hunt for actual Bee Swarm players. So, of course, last year we had the hostage chicks, we had the commando chick, we had the Mondo chick on its best buddy, and we had some various bits and pieces to do with that. But yeah, it doesn't seem like we're going to get an Easter egg hunt themed update this year. Onett does say that he wants to work on other content, but the big question is there even going to be an Easter update this year? I don't know. With the way that Onett is developing things right now, because he's still working on the Beesmas content, I just can't really see there being more content within like a month. I would love there to be an Easter content update, of course. I think that would be really cool, but are we going to get one this year? I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe a summer update? I just want more updates. Everyone loves updates. Onett, can you do more updates, please? Thank you. Yeah, it's just one of those things, really. Like, Onett may change his mind, or maybe he's secretly doing an Easter thing and we don't know. But ultimately, I think we've just got to leave it up to him. I'm sure whatever he has in mind for the future of the game is going to be awesome. We just have to play the waiting game. We have to be patient, as always. And yeah, whatever comes will come, and I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Right, okay, so we're going to jump here into the test round very quickly. I kind of just wanted to keep you guys posted with a couple of things that we didn't take a look at last time. So, actually, you know what, before we do that, should we go and do another winter memory match? Let's go and see what rewards. Now, I have seen some screenshots of people who've been sending in their pictures of them doing the memory match, and there are some really, really good rewards in here. I saw like a mythic egg in one of them, which was kind of nuts. But let's go and take a little look here. We got 10 tickets, a jelly bean, neon berries, and 5 microconverters. I'm not going to try and make any matches. I just want to uncover as many squares. 3 tropical drinks, a gingerbread bear, another 3 tropical drinks, another gingerbread bear, 3 jelly beans, 5 field dice. We've got some glue in bits and pieces. So, yeah, nothing too special in there that time, but there does seem to be some really cool stuff. Now, one of the changes that always tends to happen, and it's not something that I normally cover on the channel, is there's always so many rebalancings to the Supreme Star Amulets. Now, the Supreme Star Amulets are actually so important to end game grinding, and people can use different combinations of those amulets to have really, really big numbers. Now, the problem with that is that every single time Onett makes a rebalance, chances are they're going to be changed again in the future, and this is exactly what has happened in the test realm. All of the Supreme abilities have now been rebalanced. So, I can kind of sum it up. There's a lot of stats and numbers and stuff, but I can just do it really, really easily here, and we'll do that in just a second. But essentially now, I think the current in-game meta for the main game is the red is really, really powerful. So things like the Scorching Star, the Star Saw, red hive builds are tending to be what people are using right now, more or less. It was blue previously, and then back in the day, it was white fields and like gummy and stuff like that. So it always changes, but the Supreme Star amulets have a big say in how powerful everything can be. So these are the current changes here in the test realm, and I'm just going to like sum them up because there's a lot of text here, as you can see, but essentially on it here says testing the following Supreme Star Amulet passive changes, and he will continue to test and adjust things around. So these are by no means set in stone, but this is kind of just a little idea as to what Onett is thinking. So firstly, Star Shower, essentially looking at the numbers and stuff, Star Shower has been boosted. We'll just go with boosted or nerfed. That's the easier way to do it. If we look here at Pop Star, it seems like Pop Star has also been boosted, and it seems like Scorching Star has been nerfed, I think. We then have a look at the other few here. So it seems like Gummy Star has been slightly buffed, which is good news. The Star Saw, it seems like, has been kind of more like rebalanced than anything. I believe Star Saw has already had like a little bit of a change. And then finally you have Guiding Star here, which seems to have been slightly nerfed as well, based off multiple people using Guiding Stars in the same field and stuff. But yeah, I tend not to talk about these too much, purely because these will always change over time. But I kind of just wanted to give you guys an example as to how Onett actually does that. They might have flashed up on the screen a bit quickly then, but essentially he takes every single ability that an amulet passive has, and then he alters the numbers. He either reduces it or boosts it based off those multipliers, and then comes to kind of a decision where everything is kind of roughly the same. The problem is that one is normally a little bit more powerful than the other one, so he does tend to alter these quite often. But yeah, that's essentially what he's doing right now. There's been a bunch of nerfs, a couple of little boosts in there as well, and a couple bits of rebalancing, but those aren't in the main game, so I wouldn't worry about those too much. We'll see what happens when the main game updates, because as I've mentioned a few times here, I want to kind of wait for that rebalance to happen, and then I think we're actually going to redesign our beehive for the first time in like years, and we're going to maybe go for one of the two blue, red, or white sides, and we're going to see what we can do. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on those, but nothing too major there right now, just a bunch of changes. So yeah, unfortunately, I think that's going to be about it for this episode. A little bit more of an information-heavy one this time, but as I'm kind of, hopefully you guys see, there's not like a huge amount that I can physically show you right now, but I thought it would be useful to kind of let you guys, sort of keep you guys in the loop really, show you sort of what's happening, you know, what's not been happening, and just share some random bits of information. So hopefully sometime soon, we will have some brand new content to look forward to. Fingers crossed for that. Of course, as soon as I know anything, I will let you guys know as quickly as I can. But until then, thank you for watching, and see ya.